Awake? Betty's sleeping. She's over here sleeping. Hey, good morning. The Mester Scrum Show. I hope you're doing well. It's about 6:38. This is our 619th episode, and it's a Thursday. So today we're going to talk about all right. Oh, logs, notes, and UATs in the sprint UAT. Sprint UAT sprints. So we're going to talk about that today. Those are the topics we're going to talk about today. And I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And here on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, we talk about Agile and Scrum in a practical and tactical way. I'm very practical and very tactical. I think, maybe. I don't know. Do tell it like it is. Do crazy. Got a dog over here sound asleep because we were up walking around about 5:30 this morning, right? Yeah, chasing squirrels. Waking up a poor homeless person who was in the park. I felt sorry for the guy. But why do we do this? So that you get value to your customer, not working crazy hours, and so you can get home to family and friends, enjoy their company, have some fun in work and at home. That's why we do the show. It's the whole purpose behind the show. Anyway, so what are we talking? Why am I bringing up logs and notes? Well, I wanted to share this topic. So if anybody who wants to be an Agile coach is a Scrum Master one day wants to be an Agile coach, one of the things you got to do is you got to track what you do. And it's in every program. So it's not just one program, because I looked at all the programs, because I myself, I was looking at, okay, what I want to do for coaching expert or cert, or go through their programs. Is it worth it? What's part of it? Can I meet my goal at the end? And one of the things they always ask you is how many hours of coaching, how many coaching engagements. So in my last cohort activity I did for my expert as program was, they said, well, log all your like coaching sessions, your mentoring sessions, your teaching sessions, and your facilitation sessions. And it's really been handy, to be honest with you. So I just wanted to share that thought to you. And also notebook. I when I do my coaching sessions, everybody gets these little notebooks when they go to these events. So I just got notes of when I talk to people, maybe some of the topics we talked about, just to give me reminders between coaching sessions. What was the last topic? What was the actions? Did I have an action? Did they have an action? Any topics, anything that they were curious about that may help discussions in the future. So if you're thinking you're a Scrum Master or somebody one day wants to be a coach, or just in general, log those coaching sessions, one-on-one sessions you have with people, and keep track of it. I actually put like, if it was a product owner, Scrum Master, or other people, as long as managers as well. So I got a little for my own thing. How much was management coaching? How much was Scrum Master coaching? How much of it was product owner coaching? So I kind of tracked that too, part of my log. But I figured I'd share that with you because I find it helpful for myself. And it does give you an idea how much time you really spent, and are you up at the thousands of hours of coaching that these groups are really looking for. Once you start writing it down, it's like, I got a long ways to go. But until you start tracking it, you will not have any idea. Plus, if they ever ask, I got a list. I got names, at least first names. I put first names, last initials, so there's really no way anybody can trace it to anybody. So that way I do it. So that's my little tidbit for those who are Scrum Masters who someday would like to be coaches or coaches in general. No matter where you're going to go, you're going to want to have a list of your time, just like all these PDUs, and they want to know what classes you took and all. Same principle. So it's helpful to me. Figured I'd share it. Now, the other thing, I talk about UAT sprints. And yes, I cringe. I was watching Agile for Humans video cast the other day. And I like the guys. I think I know both. I met both of them. Good guys that do the show. And they were talking about UAT testing the other day. And they were cringing and like, oh my God, it's anti-pattern. It's evil. I would agree. However, I agree in a different way, in a different tact. When I transform business, there's lots of stuff. There's a ton of stuff out there that should be being done in the sprint, but the teams aren't quite ready for that. People haven't been trained. They don't know they can do it. They haven't been able to use the Agile toolbox like we talked about yesterday, and all the different tools that you can use from an Agile coaching perspective. And that's where I come into play to help them out. And one of the things that they get to is they go through the process where they have the UAT outside the sprint. The goal is to get it inside the sprint. So what I do is I shift left. Rather than do it all at once, you shall do UAT and sprint. It's because it's how they come off, right? My thing is, look, let's start getting that in there. I like their comment was about getting the customer into sprint review. I totally agree. They should be in the stakeholders be using the tool during sprint review. Something I bring. They didn't mention that part, but that's something I always encourage all the time. Sprint review, give the tool, run it. Maybe you do like the sprint book, and you just give it to them, and your sprint review is actually 10 people using it for an hour. Now that would be cool. Now that would totally revolutionize the UAT testing program. Have them all sit that hour that you do that sprint review for. Rather than you freaking talk all day long, and do a presentation. Why don't you say, we're going to sit for an hour. We're going to give you the tool. We're going to set up, you can screen share. We're going to spend the hour and you're going to use the tool. And you're going to give us feedback right away, whether you like it or not. Then you just did your UAT in an hour. First 2 weeks, a month. God knows when they have time. So bringing the UAT in the sprint's a good thing. How you get there is a journey for you and your team to figure out how to get there. Just don't take the word, oh, you can't do that. That's bad. We're going to gig you for not. No. It's the journey with your team, how they're going to get there and bringing more stuff to the left, whether it be UAT, security testing, integration testing, all that stuff into the sprint. How do you get there? And sometimes it's little by little, and it takes a time to get there. They took 20, 30 years to get to where they're at. They ain't going to do it in 20, 30 minutes. It's just not going to happen. So that's what I have for today to share with you. I hope you're all having a good day or have a good day. Please give us a thumbs up if you like our show. I did notice that Idaho is now on our podcast. Someone in Idaho. We got Iowa out there. Ireland's kicking tail as far as listening to the podcast show. They're right behind the USA. And New Zealand and Australia are battling for like the same number of listeners for the podcast show. So I want to thank everyone. Oh, and India's back on. They pop up as they go. And I want to welcome everybody from all the countries I didn't mention, a lot of different countries for listening to our podcast. And the more you share, the more people learn. Try to make it useful and do appreciate it. Anyway. So maybe more people can get home to their family and friends and go, this working 24/7 sucks. And we need to figure out a better way of doing it. So with that, thumbs up. Give us a little bell. When we go live, you'll hear it. When we post stuff, you'll see it post up. And I wish you the best day and happy scrumming and happy health. Right? Cheers. Bye. See ya.